Alright, so as you guys all probably know, Doors is getting another pretty major update in the next few days. Yeah, that's right. Although we just received the new Christmas event, we are getting another update right around the corner, and it's supposedly going to be adding a new game mode. The thing is though, almost the entire thing was leaked. Yeah. So apparently the developers just left a bunch of assets for this update in the game files, and from those we were able to pretty easily decipher what this new game mode is that is going to be added in this event. So in this video, I'm going to be going over all of the new leaks for this new update, as well as some other information about it such as its lore importance. Yeah, that too. This update is going to add more lore. We've got a bunch to discuss today, so with all of that being said, let's begin. Okay, so what exactly is in this new game mode? Well, as you probably saw, it's daily quests. Alongside the Christmas event in the new Visions category in the Elevator Create screen, players will now be able to partake in a daily mission for rewards. This not only serves as extra content for players who already completed the main game to partake in, but it also adds a bunch of replayability to the game, as each day you'll have a new and exciting challenge to complete. Now, according to the leaks, these daily quests are, quote, a challenging section of randomly generated entities, rooms, and events, unquote. At first, that might not make too much sense. Like, are we just getting to face entity span or something? Well, not quite. Fortunately, the developers actually discussed the implementation of daily quests a couple weeks ago, and from that discussion we were able to gather more information as to what we are actually going to do in these quests. According to the developers, daily quests will be modified versions of certain areas of the hotel. The example they gave us was a quest involving the completion of Room 100, the electrical room. However, instead of just figure attacking you, other entities would attack as well. These quests would follow a what-if format. Basically, if a certain area of the game had some key aspect changed. For example, what if Seek was in the outdoors? Could be a question that a daily mission explores, and it obviously would involve a segment of the outdoors with Seek chasing you, not Icestalk. Now, if you had a keen ear, you may be seeing where I'm going with this, but that what-if formula I mentioned isn't actually new. In fact, the recent Christmas update actually gave us a bunch of lore insight into what that means, and we can actually use that information to figure out even more of what's going to be added in these daily missions. In case you didn't know, the entire story of the recently added Christmas event is that the whole thing is a giant hallucination Glitch causes, and they reveal that to us as they speak to us each time we die in the event, as you probably already saw. Glitch creates these hallucinations, or visions, of areas in the game with modified elements following a what-if formula to train us. Meaning the stuff we experience isn't actually real and it's all in our heads. Seeing as how all of Glitch's visions follow a what-if formula, and how the new Daily Missions game mode is placed in the Visions category in the Elevator Create screen, alongside the Christmas event, which as I've said is a hallucination caused by Glitch, it's essentially confirmed that daily missions are also tied to Glitch, meaning that entity will likely be present inside of them and talk to us after we die during a daily quest, just like in the Christmas event. This also means more of Glitch's story will probably be revealed, which is pretty cool. Now, that's fun and all, but what other stuff do we know about these daily quests? Well, fortunately, the leaks reveal quite a bit more than what's just going to be in the playthroughs themselves. Let's talk about rewards now. Essentially, upon completing a daily mission for the first time, and only for the first time, you'll be rewarded a bunch of items. The leaks revealed that the rewards consist of knobs, stardust, revives, and potentially item skins. Of course, it's more likely difficult challenges would reward better items, but what's cooler is that the amount of items you receive is also tied to other statistics you experience in the playthroughs. It appears that you'll be able to earn more stuff if you collect more gold, complete the challenges faster, or if you are playing with others, meaning over time you can actually improve at the same daily challenge if you happen to come across it multiple times. I will say that for the playing with others part, it's possible that the challenge actually gets harder if there are more people in your server, which aligns with how other aspects of the game function. Now, although those rewards do incentivize players to play these daily quests as much as possible, there also exists another feature that further increases their replayability, and that is the streak. Every time you complete a daily challenge for the first time, you'll increase your streak by 1 point. The longer your streak is, the more rewards you get, meaning you get more items if you come back to play each and every day. It appears all you can get from heightened streaks are knobs and revives, but that may change in the future to also include Stardust. It's also worth noting that given the prevalence of the first try phase in these leaks, it's likely you'll be able to replay daily missions even after completing them for the day, so you won't be locked out of them after completion, which is a pretty nice quality of life feature. Now, the very last thing I want to discuss about this new daily quest system that's coming in the next update is the potential existence of weekly quests. As I said a while back, the developers did discuss the implementation of a daily quest system, which I've actually been using throughout this video to pinpoint what's exactly going to be in these daily quests. However, in that same discussion, they also mentioned weekly quests that were more advanced and had better rewards. These weekly quests have no evidence of existing in the game files, but I do speculate it's possible they could be added alongside the daily quests. The fact that item skins can be a reward is pretty bizarre, as something like that is typically only reserved for a grand achievement, and that doesn't really seem to fit any type of normal daily quest. It's possible weekly quests could reward item skins, but as I said, no evidence of weekly quests do exist in the game so far, so I'm just rambling right now of what I speculate is going to come to the game. Anyways, that was basically all you needed to know about the new Doors game mode coming in the next couple of days. I am quite surprised that nearly all of it was leaked, but I am happy that we are getting some actual replayability in this game, as well as even more glitch lore. As you know, I'm pretty invested in Doors' story, so more story to dissect is pretty good. So, with all of that being said, let me know down in the comments what you think of this whole daily quest system. Are you a fan of it, or do you despise it? As well as what you think some examples of some will be, as although we were already revealed to by the developers, there are definitely going to be more, so who knows what else could be added. Also, let me know what you think of the weekly quests that I proposed, as although it isn't directly confirmed they are coming, I am speculative that they could actually be added, if not in this update, a later one, as that would make the most sense for why item skins are present as a reward. And with all of that being said, thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.